graphics, which was going on a lot. In 1995, we had like the era of the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and that competition between the consoles and the race to go to 3D graphics. So that's the core thing we want to represent. But there's so much going on this year that each level of the game now has a lot of variety compared to 1989.
Okay.
So on this game we are trying to explore more of variations in gameplay in different scenarios. So there's a level where you are at home, you are now playing with the body of a kid, which is 9 years old, David, and he's in America with his parents. And so there's a level you're playing like a RPG game of pixel ripped, and then you have to distract your mother, you're at home, but then your cartridge breaks and you are like in a rental store, you have to rent another game. And there's a scenario where in arcades in a competition with other kids playing like a beat 'em up version of the game.
So there's like Street Puncher and all these other games in there?
Yeah, so there's all these in the rental store you play like the Red Raccoon.
Okay.
And you play like in those demo stations. And then in the other demo station you playing Bionite. So one game is like referencing like Sonic and Mario, those colorful games from Super Nintendo, and the other one is more like a Sega Genesis, more serious adult games.
The 90s when the console wars really started.
Yeah, so play games like more like Alien, Metroid. So we have this. There's a lot of variation of styles of games and genres. So yeah, this demo actually you are in your bedroom, so it's like level 3.
Okay.
You're gonna play. You're playing like a. You just saw you playing like in the bedroom at night. You have to avoid making noise, otherwise your mother's gonna turn off the video game.
One of the things about it felt like a survival horror game, trying to just not get my mom to come in, like my mom, right? It felt immersive enough. It felt connected. Tell me about that. In the first one, it was a teacher. This one, it's a mom. What's that? How's that play into it? Trying to hide the games. Is that something that you did when you were a kid, like hiding the games while you were, from playing it?
Yeah, for sure. And we the team, we got all like our memories from childhood, and this is showing also it for the other gamers. I'm sure every gamer had a memory of trying to play a game and your parents want you to go to bed, you have to go to school the next day, or you have to do homework and you want to keep playing. So I have this clear memory of trying to finish Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, okay.
And we rented the game, so it was me and my brother playing it for so many hours. We actually left the console on during the night and turned off the TV so they didn't see it. But then the next day was like Sunday, they want us to have lunch, all the family together. But my father didn't even say, like, come have lunch. No, he just shut down the electricity in the whole house. So it was like, for us, it was like the whole world was ended. For a kid, like, I'm sure many gamers have this kind of experience.
That is...
That frustration that you can...
Thank you for sharing that story. That's a very... It's like what helped bring that element to make you a game developer.
Yeah, this is...
Wow.
Every gamer has this
kind
of memories.
And I feel you do capture it. I did feel like I was grabbing it, I was talking, like I did really feel like VR being immersive, right? That's one of the things about it. I know you're playing a platform game within VR, but it really did feel immersive, and that's the whole key about VR. I was immersed. I did feel I was in a room and trying to. Where like at one point in time, my hand is shaking because of the remote, like she's gonna come in any moment. It's like some PTSD. So one thing I noticed in Japan, VR hasn't really caught on as. It's not a thing that's really being done in Japan as much, but. They do love retro culture, and a lot of these games, Castlevania, a lot of these are the things that are inspirations, did come from Japan. Recently, you went to Japan and won an award for your VR game. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Oh God, we got nominated for it was the most innovative game, and this is actually the first time at this media festival that a VR game won an award.
Really?
So it was a kind of an honor to be. First time I went to Japan too, so we got to go to Japan, they pay our tickets and expenses, and got to receive a prize from the Minister of Culture, and I was dressed like that too. I got to put the helmet in the Minister of Culture.
Somehow it makes sense in Japan.
Unforgettable it was an unforgettable experience for sure. And then, yeah, I even said many times to them while I was there, I was like saying constantly, wow, it's an honor to be here, because I growing up playing games and saying, wow, who did these games? It was like magic. The games would come from Japan. We didn't know who did it. It was just like this magical thing. So it's definitely a place that we got really impressed how much they still play arcades. I was really impressed
Yeah.
with that. Arcades are still really big. There's like all these Sega buildings, and I was like, oh my god, this is incredible. It's like
Gaming is
I am-
more than just gaming there.
Yeah,
It's-
they really is. They really hardcore gamers there.
Oh.
It's like something that I was really fortunate to go there, and also we ended up releasing the game on PlayStation VR during that month, and we thought, oh my god, we should release next game first time here too. Like we shouldn't leave to. It's like our audience is there. Like there's a lot of old school hardcore gamers there. So next game 1995, we're planning to do a world release
Okay.
on the Quest on PlayStation VR and get the most make a bigger release than 1999 was.
Well, that's very exciting. When can we perhaps see 1995?
Q1 2020.
Wow, okay. Right around, it's very soon. Well, cool.
Yes.
So, well, thank you very much, Anna. I appreciate it, and I'm excited to play the sequel to Pixel Rip 1989. Thank you.